welcome to Todd Miller TV. Wanted to do an update today for buyers and sellers to talk about what you can and can't take from the house when you're selling the house. So somebody had come on the blog and they were searching for, like, can I take the ceiling fan, right? So I'm going to give you some general guidelines for what you can and can't take. Now, first of all, if you want to know exactly, you should do one of two things. One is read the purchase agreement, and it should say in there everything that's staying with the house and not. And that would be like, purchase agreement. The other thing would be talk to an attorney and find out what the law says. Now, as a general practice of real estate, anything that is permanently affixed, that's meant to stay with the house, is an improvement to the house, you can't take. So, for example, the doors inside the house, the doorknobs, the ceiling fans, the oven, like an oven on a house, even if it's one that sits on the floor and just plugged into like the gas, that's meant to stay. Blinds, some curtains. Curtains may be a gray area, but most curtains are custom fit for a window, and you can't really take them. They're not going to just fit any other window. Some things that you should probably take, unless it's negotiated otherwise. For example, washer and dryer, generally they're considered personal property because, yeah, they're sitting on the ground, they're hooked up, but they're not necessarily considered a fixture a lot of times. Refrigerator, unless it's a built-in fridge. So if you have a built-in fridge, and then people come by and look at the house and go, oh, we love this built-in fridge, and then you rip it out of the wall, you're probably going to have some problems with that afterwards. And I'll give you an example. So a few years ago, I had a client, and they had a bookcase, just a regular bookcase, and they had set it against the wall. And when they set it against the wall, the baseboard behind it, it wasn't flush against the wall, so they cut the baseboard out, and they saved the piece, and they put the piece in the garage, and they pushed this big bookcase against the wall. Well, they had a baby, and when the baby started walking, the baby would grab on the bookcase. They were afraid the baby would pull the bookcase over onto herself. So what they did is they put a screw in it and screwed it into the wall to keep it from falling over. So some people came to buy the house, and when they moved out, they took the baseboard, they removed the bookcase, they took the baseboard and put it back on the ground, and the buyers were very upset. They said, we thought it was a built-in bookcase, it was screwed into the wall, it looks like, we even saw that the baseboard was cut so it would fit perfectly. And we said, well, does it fit this general rule? The method of attachment and the intent. So how was it attached, and then what was the intent of it? It was intended to stay there. And when we explained that the reason why the baseboard was cut was because it wouldn't sit flush against the wall, and the reason it was screwed in is because they just didn't want a small child to pull it over, they said, okay, we get it now. That we don't think they tried to do anything nefarious. Landscaping, don't take the landscaping. If you have something in the house, like a perfect example, this happened, a ceiling fan. It had one of these really fancy looking ceiling fans. It was like bamboo, and it was pretty cool looking. And they said, well, it was a gift from somebody, so we're taking it. So we get to the house, there's no ceiling fan at all, and buyers are very upset. They said, hey, that was part of the sale. They never said they were taking it. And their thing is, well, we paid for that separately or whatever. So to resolve any disputes, here's a very good rule to follow. If the sellers have moved out of the house, you're going to do a walkthrough a couple days before close of escrow. Be very diligent walking through the house. If you see something that's wrong, like they took that and they shouldn't have, don't close escrow. Go to escrow and say, until we get compensated for this or whatever, you can do that. You have that power. That's what the walkthrough is for. It's to make sure the house is in the right condition after they have moved out. You can negotiate all of this. If that doesn't work, you can mediate it, etc. But just wanted to give you some ideas of some things you can and can't take from a house. And anyway, that was my update for today, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.